finally done, and it looks just terrific. It looked pretty good when we first glanced at it, but we didn't realize the cabinet had some issues with scratches and such. But what made this game very unique is the person who sent it here to be overhauled. He had purchased it from someone who actually put a brand new playfield on it. He obviously did it himself because he also managed to leave off a lot of parts. So it's very difficult to put a playfield on it. It's extremely difficult. It takes hours and hours and hours. You have to cut a lot of cables and wires underneath. And what they did is, we're not quite sure, they forgot to transfer some stuff to the playfield. Let's now go to Jason working on that playfield. Now Jason, this has got a nice sheen to it now.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Of course, whoever did it before us decided to take all these out and then promptly threw them right in the trash. So we don't need them anymore.
Yes, this came in for an overhaul, and there were parts definitely missing from it. The good news is, we still have over here a parts playfield where he was able to take those pieces off of. You can see why we made this a parts playfield. This is one of 2 turtles we've junked over the years. There's a Cyclone. You can see a lot of different games here. Cuba Wizard. We've had to junk a lot of games over the years, unfortunately. But we make another one better this way. I heard that. You don't think I'm listening? Ears here. Anyway, the person that owned this beforehand decked this out with a lot of extra toys. Very nice, actually. Did a nice job, but we had to fasten them down correctly. As a matter of fact, Jason, why don't you come over and show all the extra stuff we put in this, if you're not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Sure, I'm not doing anything. Let me guess, this is going out in an hour too, right?
This is more important. He wants to see what you did.
Okay, now, of course we went over the extras that we had to put back on that they decided to take off. With addition, when we got this post and this post that fastened to the underneath of the playfield that locked this in, this one was non-existent. This one was held in with super glue, and then they put a switch over top of it to hold it down so it wouldn't move. So of course we had to come and fix that. A couple of the other stuff that we did to it was this whole piece from here all the way back to splinter was in 3 pieces. So we actually had to cut the Mylar down, measure it, trim it, make sure that everything fit, glued everybody back on so that way everybody's, happy and they're sturdy, they're not going to fall off. High intensities throughout the entire playfield. High intensities in the bottom, that's why your blues are extremely blue. Your purple, they're not washed out. Used the green post covers, turtles, got to be green.
And they're from Cliffy Protectors.
Cliffy Protectors. Of course, you guys are familiar with our washers that we use from ice to keep everything. You know which ones break after a while, so if you put them there first, they don't break.
Jason, show them the light I suggested we add. Right back here. If you come back here, Frank, bring the camera up. The top red light there that you see flashing, there was nothing there. No socket, no nothing. And it was me that came up with the idea. We have a 455 flasher up there. It just flashes. It's hooked up on the GI. But I thought, you know what? Let's keep that flashing the whole time. So when you play the game, you'll see that's always flashing to remind you to shoot for that shot. Wow, Jason.
And then we used one of your bendies over there.
A bendy, yes.
Right here. Rather than just shoot straight out, you bend it, points it down, it shines through the bottom.
So look, it's lighting this whole lower field. Oh, Jason, this is beautiful. There's nothing like a brand new playfield. Yep. I'll tell you. I think the customer is going to be so happy. And did you do anything special back here?
Just color coordinated, and of course our epilepsy flash bulbs are all in there.
Okay, let's open up the inside and see what's going on in here. Frank, step around this way. This is an X-pin power supply that was in the machine when we got it. So we went through it and reheated the connectors just to make sure. A brand new power supply though. Looks very nice and probably will run forever. The lower PPV board. We put a new capacitor because this one did not look good, so he changed it. We also had a few transistors out over here. There were a couple transistors out. It wasn't major. And you'll notice up here we put the watch style battery. Customer can buy the battery at any local store and change it. And he will be as good as new. And we also reheated the connectors on all the boards. Just something we would normally do. And on the small display. Only 5 games use that little display, that little dot matrix display. But we didn't have to do anything with that. That came in, it was in, as I said before, it was in pretty good shape when it arrived. We just had to do some cabinet work. Tony did it. Tony did it. As you know, Steven's still out. He's in pain, but he's recovering very nicely. So he's anxious to get back to work, finally. Okay, let's give it a try. Your first shot's a skill shot. See how bright everything is. Those super bright LEDs are just terrific. Now we put a new coil in here too. Your kicker coil usually has to get replaced. The game gives you 3 chances to shoot. If not, it automatically fires the shot for you. This was the only game that used this apparatus that kicked the coil. And it was always a trouble piece. The biggest issue in this game, we've gotten some Turtles games in that have had the auto fire completely moved or removed from the game. So we have them connected. It was in the machine, but the coil was shot, so we changed the coil. Bunch of nice things we did. He put color LEDs below each of the color cells, so they're extra bright. See how bright the blue is? Now when you complete all your turtles, it lights your release hole. Your sewer's right up there. And then that kicks you into the multi-ball format. It's really nice how it comes up. You'll see the animation come up. Your spinning pizza, that decal's available brand new. It's very nice. Okay, let's get this video finished up. We gotta get this baby out. Look at that, I missed it again, see? Oh, Frank, I'm never gonna make a fortune. I'm never gonna be able to compete in any of these pinball things. Unless I can play with the glass off. Anyway, let's let the baby, we'll let this ball go down in a second. Had a nice effect. We put the green LEDs back here. Pretty nice stuff. Good. Okay. And oh, you know, I noted it in the other video too. That before we do, let's do the. I like the match here. It's really clever. See, somebody at that at least thought that would be a great idea, and I agree. It was a great idea.
Bummer, dude.
Anyway, right here, Scott, one of my employees, come over here, young man, has decided he is going to get that added to his tattoo collection. And you're going to put the ooze, you're going to put the face where the sewer is, and the ooze there. And where are we going to place this?
On my leg.
On his leg. Do you have room on the other leg for a big image of me?
Sure.
Okay, boys, you got to get this shipped out right away.
Maybe.
You'd better, or else I'm gonna get sarcastic.
I love doing that. Okay, it's ready to go to its new owner. Take it away. Good. Good night. Now get out!